My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel, we talk about how to build credit, ways to increase your credit score, and how you can get improved for mortgages, car loans, lines of credit, business lines of credit, and loans, business and personal, too, also as well. How to travel the world for free, all while achieving the highest credit score possible and all at the lowest payments possible too also as well. So if you're new to this channel and you want to accomplish all of those things, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's a big red subscribe here button. And when you hit subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too also as well. Our regular scheduled live streams are every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. We do make videos and live streams such as this one on other times too also as well, and other days as well. But our regular scheduled live stream is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. Welcome, and thank you for joining. Right now, we have two people here with us here in the live stream, and welcome. Right now, we have three people here with us here in the live stream, and welcome to the live stream too also as well. Please bear with me, guys, because this live stream is actually the first that I'm using a new software to upload with, to go live with currently. And with the new software, it took us a few days to actually try to work out some of the kinks and get everything up and ready and going, so that way we can do a live with you guys too also as well. So please bear patience with us as we try to give you the best possible quality live stream as we can. Right now we have 4 people here with us in the live chat. Thank you so much for joining us too also as well. And Janelle Leone is with us back once again, and everyone please give a warm welcome to Janelle Leone. Thank you so much for joining us, Janelle. And Janelle is always a blessing to our live streams because she adds a lot of value to it. She helps answer questions and recognize comments too also as well. So she acts like a moderator here on the channel. Everyone, please also give a warm welcome to Brian Taylor. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Brian? And welcome, everyone. Brian has his own YouTube channel where he talks about credit repair and how to repair your credit too also as well. Get items, negative items, deleted off your credit report. So you want to click on his name and then go ahead and click on go to channel. When you get there, click on subscribe and hit the bell notification so you won't miss his videos either. Brian says hi Brian, how you doing? Everyone say hi to Brian. Everyone, please also give a warm welcome to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining us once again, buddy. Welcome back. Cliff Peters says good afternoon, family. Yes, good afternoon, fam. And thank you for joining us once again, Cliff. Janelle says hello and welcome to our late live stream. Yes, it's a late live stream. Guys, I really didn't plan on making it so late because, I know for a lot of people, this is not a work night. But for me, I work tomorrow, unfortunately. I don't usually work every Saturday, but I usually am fortunate enough to get sometimes 3 Saturdays off in a month, sometimes only 1 Saturday off in a month. So that's my situation. Cliff Peters also says Los Angeles. Yes. Welcome to you, Cliff. I'm glad you're joining us from Los Angeles too also as well. Brian Taylor says, are you Streamlabs or OBS? Streamlabs right now. We did OBS before, and because we could not figure out how to use the Streamlabs, because to us Streamlabs was so complicated because we had no experience on OBS. So we started using OBS at first, and now we're using Streamlabs, and we're also very new to Streamlabs too also as well. So we are definitely, trying to get the best quality out of the Streamlabs for all of you, our viewers and our subscribers too also as well. So that way we can give you the best live streams and the best videos possible here on this channel. As you can see, we got a new setup here. We've done a lot to the setup here. You know, all of the links to follow me on social media, well, most of them are up here. You can see them here on the screen. The rest of them are in the bottom of the About section of this channel. If you're interested in there, you can definitely go there. As you can see at the bottom of the video, there's a link to our Patreon page. Definitely, if you're interested in all of the benefits of, you know, getting help, increasing your credit score, getting approved for a mortgage, a car loan, lines of credit, business and personal wise, or traveling the world for free, having a credit coach with you every step of the way, then you definitely want to sign up for the Patreon, become a member with as little as $30 a month. It can go a long way to help you accomplish those goals. Brian Taylor says, great setup. Okay, thank you so much for that, Brian. So what do you other guys think about our new setup, guys? What do you guys think about it? Leave it in the comments. If you have any suggestions for us, ways for us to improve our live streams, definitely let us know inside of the comments too also as well. So I want to thank all of you for joining here tonight. So as you can see, the topic of tonight's live stream is hard inquiries and what is too many. So you might ask, yeah, what is too many? You know, a lot of people talk about that topic on YouTube. How many hard inquiries should someone have to get approved for a Discover card? Or how many inquiries? What'd you say, Janelle?
Looks like we're having a problem.
Yeah, it looks like some of the movements there on the camera, me on the camera, seems like it's kind of like freezing through the frames, but we kind of experienced that problem when we first tried OBS. But you know, now with this Streamlabs, we're trying to get the best settings so that way we won't have much of this problem, you know, in the future. But well, we're doing the best that we can over here, and please bear patience with us too also as well. So this topic, hard inquiries and how many is too many. You know, some people say Discover says, you know, if you have too many hard inquiries, they will not approve you for a credit card. And that also includes secured credit cards also as well. They can decline you for a unsecured credit card also if you apply for that and you have too many hard inquiries. Other big banks too also as well will decline you, such as Chase Bank, if you have too many hard inquiries or you have too many accounts open. You guys, most of you probably already know about the 524 rule that Chase has, which basically says that if you have 5 accounts or more open within a 24-month period, they will not approve you for a credit card too also as well. I believe Barclays, I believe it is, that's a credit card. They also will not approve you if you have too many accounts or too many hard inquiries. Also, Chase Bank will close down your credit card account if you have too many hard inquiries within a short period of time, or you have opened too many new accounts in a short period of time also as well. And so will US Bank and a lot of the other big banks too also as well. So you asked me, you know, Lyndon, how many hard inquiries is too many? So let's get deep into this topic. We're going to go pretty deep tonight, but we are going to get down to the bottom of this question. It's been asked very frequently by some of our subscribers. Also, it's been brought up in Facebook groups all over the internet. So we're definitely going to address this question right now. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. If you guys have any questions or comments, then definitely go ahead and you can leave those inside of the comments too also as well as we go along All right, now, so the first one I'm going to go over is an article I found from Discover. That's discover.com. And title of the article is How Many Credit Inquiries Are Too Many? And it says if you're applying for credit cards or shopping around for a good interest rate on a mortgage, auto loan, the lender may request a copy of your credit report to gauge your risk of lending to you. But can too many credit inquiries in a short time affect your credit? How credit inquiries may affect your score? For the most part, a credit inquiry has a small effect on a credit score. Generally, it lowers the score by about 5 points. In case of auto loans, mortgages, and student loans, if multiple inquiries are made in a short period of time, those inquiries are typically counted as one, minimizing their impacts on your score. So basically what they're saying is, the auto loans, mortgages, and student loans, if they're made in a short period of time, those inquiries, they count as one, pretty much. Credit inquiries remain on your report for 2 years. Studies have shown that people with 6 or more inquiries on their report are 8 times more likely to default on their loans. So not everyone will be affected by a high number of credit inquiries in the same way, but it's important to keep track of how many times you've applied for credit in the past 2 years to reduce the risk of your application being rejected. So basically what we get out of this here also is that people with 6 inquiries in a short amount of time are 8 times more likely to default on their loans, according to Discover here in this article. Practicing good credit habits. If you have an excellent credit score and pay your credit cards and loan payments on time, try waiting 3 months in between credit inquiries. Sometimes if a lender sees a bunch of inquiries at the same time, they understand that you are applying for a car loan or mortgage if they are all in 1 month. So basically they're talking about people with an excellent credit score, to wait for 3 months in between your credit inquiries. So that only if you have an excellent credit score in that context. If your application for credit is rejected, spend the next few months practicing good credit habits. Pay your bills in full, on time, pay down your debt. All these things could help you increase your score. Yes, that's very, very true. So that's pretty much a short article from discover.com. And what they said there, to wait 3 months in between credit inquiries, that's applying to people with an excellent credit score. So if you don't have an excellent credit score, which is according to the FICO model, a score of, I would believe, 800 would be in the excellent category. Very good would be like from, I believe it's 650 to 800. So if you don't have an excellent credit score, then you should not wait 3 months in between credit inquiries. Okay? Which means you should wait a little longer. Now, here's a second article we're going to go over real quick from the Nerd Wallet at nerdwallet.com. Title is, How Long Should I Wait Between Credit Card Applications? So this is taking us a little deeper, because Discover.com, they pretty much just covered if you have an excellent credit score and how long you should wait. Basically, they said, you should wait 3 months if you have an excellent credit score. But this article is saying wait about 6 months between credit card applications is a good rule of thumb and can increase your chances of approval. Okay, this is very recent. Well, actually a year old, August 9th last year. And saying waiting about 6 months between credit card applications can increase your chances of getting approved. Apply more frequently than that. Issuers may see you as a riskier bet and reject your application. So that's very, very true. If you apply less than a 6-month period, then you can have a possibility of having your application rejected or get declined, and of course getting a hard inquiry in the process too also as well. Right now we have 8 people with us here in the live stream, and welcome to all 8 of you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I want to reiterate, we're new to using this program that we just started using, the Streamlabs. and we're still trying to get the correct settings and setup and everything right so that we don't have too many, freezes or buffers or, anything like that in the live stream. So please bear patience with us, guys. Right now we have Bodyguard 856 is with us again, another live stream, and welcome back, Bodyguard. Everyone, please say hello to Bodyguard 856. He says, "What's up, guys?" Yes, what's up, Bodyguard? How's it going? Janelle says, please let us know if there's a problem with I believe she meant to say our live stream. Yes, let us know if there's a problem with our live stream. If you have any suggestions, comments, leave them in the comment section too also as well. So it's saying you should wait 6 months between credit card applications to have a higher likelihood of getting approved for a credit. The exception, if you have excellent credit, a high income, and a history of on-time payments, you can probably apply for new credit cards more frequently and get approved. So according to Discover.com, they told us if you have excellent credit, you can wait 3 months in between credit card applications. If you don't, according to this article from NerdWallet, you should wait 6 months. Okay. On the other hand, if your credit is average or worse, you might need to wait even longer between credit card applications, possibly as long as a year. Okay. So if your credit is average or worse, that they're saying, so if it's not average, it's of course it's not excellent either, then it's worse or poor, fair, then you want to wait longer between your credit card applications. So basically, I would say any credit score in the 500s. If it's average or good, I would say that would be like somewhere in the 600s. You definitely want to wait longer. Possibly as long as a year is what they're saying. Yeah, thank you Janelle for showing me that. Janelle saying that on her phone, she's watching a live stream. The stream is freezing a lot and stopping a lot. Is that true, guys? Let us know inside of the comments if you're getting that, freezing a lot or stopping a lot. Let me know inside of the comments, or if it's skipping or doing anything. We're still working on our program to get it, the best way possible for you guys so we can have smooth live streams. Okay, guys, so that's it in a nutshell for that. And it's talking about multiple applications. And what do they suggest? They suggest risk. Credit card issuers, they view multiple card applications in quick succession as a sign of financial distress. So it definitely raises a red flag about your ability to make future payments and keep your accounts in good standing. In fact, FICO says that people with 6 or more inquiries on their credit reports are 8 times more likely to declare bankruptcy compared to those who have no inquiries on their reports. So that's also coming from FICO as well. Okay, not only Discover.com, but it's also coming from NerdWallet.com, and it's also been verified by FICO too also as well, that people with 6 or more inquiries on their credit reports are 8 times more likely to default on loans and declare bankruptcy also as well. So you definitely want to stay far away from having 6 inquiries on your credit report as possible. Bodyguard 856 says, anyone here of Navy Federal approving credit card applications for customers with a credit score below 600? Wow, that's very interesting, Bodyguard. Did they recently just start doing that? Or where did you hear about that from? And, what types of credit are they issuing? Like credit cards, loans? Are they approving lines of credit for people below 600 credit scores? Bodyguard 856 says here, HEAR, okay. And a star next to it. Okay, what do you mean here? Can you hear the audio clearly, or what exactly are you saying by here? Please let me know inside of the comments. So thanks for sharing. However, FICO also says there are more important factors in your risk profile than the number of credit applications, whether you pay your bills on time and your overall debt burden. Okay. Another important factor, more important factors that FICO is saying is whether you pay your bills on time. So payment history, no latenesses, no late payments, and how much debt you have, and how well you're paying down the debts too. Also, I would assume. So that's why people with great credit can get away with more frequent applications and still get approved. If you have excellent credit, waiting 3 months between credit card applications is a good guideline, but it's not a hard and fast rule. A quote here says, a bunch of credit card applications in a short time can be a sign of financial distress and therefore high risk. So you definitely want to avoid that as much as possible. Bodyguard 856 says, my FICO forums. Oh, okay. That's a very solid source right there, Bodyguard 856. Well, if you found that out in the forums, you definitely want to go ahead and if you still have that those comments in the forums, ask whoever it is that made that comment in the FICO forums, where they're getting, what is Navy Federal approving people for with scores below 600, or do they have any new products? Do they have any new credit cards or lines of credit, or what is it exactly that they're offering for that credit score? Bodyguard 856 says, did anyone hear? Not here. Okay, here. Did anyone hear? Oh, okay, I got you. I know I haven't heard about it, Bodyguard, but thank you for bringing that to our attention. Janelle is looking to see if she could find any information on that too also as well. Yeah, Janelle, we know Navy Federal, you'd have to be affiliated somehow with the military, or know someone who is have been in the military too also as well. But thanks for sharing that, Bodyguard. When to be extra cautious. A few special circumstances require extra caution when it comes to timing your credit card applications. One, when you're buying a home. Okay. So these are when to be extra cautious and how to time your credit card applications. Okay, we went over when you're buying a home. We did 2 videos about it. We did one video on this channel that's called what credit score do you need to buy a house? And we also did another house video, home buying video, and that one was titled how to get your credit ready to buy a house. And you definitely want to check out those 2 videos or live streams. They're here on this channel too also as well. If you're applying for a mortgage in the near future, take extra care to space out your credit card applications at least 6 months apart. Each credit card application typically knocks a few points off your score. You don't want to risk lowering your score even a little when it could increase the cost of your mortgage. And in those videos, that video that we made, how to get your credit ready to buy a house, we go over how much money you can save, how much money you will be saving in the thousands of dollars for each credit scoring range. Okay, we covered the poor credit range, the fair credit range. We covered the good credit range and the excellent credit range too also as well, and how many thousands of dollars you will save in each level too also as well, or each tier. Even a slight increase in your home loan rate could cost you thousands of dollars over time, especially if you're doing a 30-year fixed mortgage. So you want your credit score to be as high as possible when you apply. Wait until after you've signed the mortgage to apply for a credit card. Yes, you want to make sure that you at least close on the house. Okay, that the closing is finalized, because these mortgage companies, they will keep looking into your credit report and credit score all the way through until the closing. Okay, after the closing, you're safe. Okay, then you can go out and apply for that Chase Freedom Card that you always wanted, or that American Express Blue Cash every day, or whatever credit card you want to go for, or whatever you want to apply for. If it's a car, brand new car, whatever the situation is. Okay, but my point being, you want to wait until after the closing is finalized. Okay, wait until after you've signed a mortgage to apply for a credit card. Whatever the sign-up bonus is, a higher rate on a home loan will cost you more. Yes, because sign-up bonuses I've seen as far as points go up to, I've seen 100,000 points sign-up bonus. Okay, as far as that is concerned. So 100,000 points, I mean, what is that worth? We also made a travel video on points, what each single credit card point is worth too also as well. So 100,000 points is not worth as much, not even near as much as the money that you would save on your mortgage, your interest rate on a home loan. Okay, if you built up your credit to where it needs to be. When you're trying to rebuild your credit, if your credit has been damaged in the past, you'll want to reestablish it slowly and carefully. You'll also want to avoid temptations that may have gotten you into trouble before. Even if you think you could get approved, wait at least 6 months between applications to make sure you won't get into trouble again. Now, there's a quote here. It says, losing 5 points due to a card application is minor if your credit score is 800. So, again, if you have an excellent credit score, it will hardly even affect your credit score at all. Okay, these hard inquiries. But it can be major if it's a 500 credit score. Okay, and also a 600 credit score also applies too as well, because if you have average or poor credit, hard inquiries will affect you more. Okay, when you have bad or limited credit, having 5 points knocked off your score because of a credit card application isn't a huge deal if your score is 800. That's true because you still have an excellent credit score, because that would mean your score would be 795. So you still have an excellent credit score. Okay, it's a much bigger problem if your score is 500 or 600. If you have poor credit or no credit, you should apply for new cards less frequently than someone with excellent credit. Also, be sure you're applying for cards appropriate for your credit score. Okay, so basically, if you have, say, a credit score in the 600s, guys, don't go ahead and go out and try to apply, for a credit card that requires excellent credit. Okay, or very good credit. Okay. Rewards, credit cards, and those with generous 0% interest offers are generally aimed at customers with good to excellent credit. Others, such as secured cards, are designed with credit builders in mind. When you've been rejected recently on a card application, your instinct might be to immediately apply for several other cards, but doing so could further hurt your chances of approval. Instead, consider calling the card issuer to ask why your application was rejected. You may learn something that you can address, such as fixing an error on your credit report or establishing a longer period of on-time bill payments. You can then work towards improving your credit by paying bills on time, reducing your outstanding debt. After waiting at least 6 months, try applying again with a stronger chance of approval. So basically, they want you to wait 6 months if you don't have excellent credit, in between credit applications to also as well, and reducing your debt, your outstanding debt in the process by paying down your credit card debt. So my recommendation, pay it off in full. Don't pay these banks any interest at all. Okay, especially if you're paying annual fees already, why pay them interest on top of that? These banks have enough money, guys. They don't need more of your money. Okay, so that's the end of that article there. That kind of sheds a little light and a different perspective on this topic too also as well. So as far as buying a home, you definitely want to be working on your credit, building your credit as much as possible, getting that in shape 6 months to a year before you even put in your application for a mortgage. too also as well. So you definitely want to plan your credit card applications strategically. Make sure that you're applying for something that's going to get you closer to accomplishing your goals. For example, if your goal is to travel the world for free, you're applying for a credit card that will get you, will be a stepping stone to get you to that level to where you can travel the world for free. If you're trying to, you're trying to get cash back, as much cash back as possible, then your strategy is to apply for cards that will accomplish that, get you the most cash back, or can be used as a stepping stone in order to get you there. Okay, so that's what you definitely want to keep in mind. When you're considering building your credit, because on this channel we definitely speak a lot about building credit. Because that's what part of what this channel is about: building credit, ways to build credit, how to increase your credit score, too also as well. So what we're going to do here is touch on one more quick article real quick. This is coming from GoCleanCredit.com. We found this article, and title is "How Many Hard Inquiries Will Affect Your Credit Score?" Okay, so this says, what are inquiries? So we already know what an inquiry is, but we're just going to skim through this real quick. When you apply for credit, you allow lenders to ask for your credit report from a bureau. When you check your credit report after that, you might see that credit inquiries are listed. You may also see listed there inquiries by businesses that you're unaware of. However, the only kinds of inquiries that count towards your FICO score are the ones resulting from your new credit applications. Applying for credit can have an impact that varies based on each person's unique credit history. For the most part, credit inquiries have only a minor impact on FICO scores. One additional credit inquiry will typically dock fewer than 5 points off of the FICO scores. Inquiries can have a larger impact if you have few accounts or short credit history. Yes, that's true. They have a higher impact based on what NerdWallet has said in the last article. If you have average or poor credit, now hard inquiries, they impact your credit score a lot harder than someone who has excellent credit. Many inquiries also means more risk. Statistically, anyone with 6 inquiries or more on their credit reports can be up to 8 times more likely to declare bankruptcy than those with 0 inquiries. So now we've heard it from 1, 2, 3, 4 different sources: FICO, Discover.com, NerdWallet, and also GoClean Credit. They're all saying stay away from 6 or more hard inquiries. Okay, so we have evidence here from 4 different sources here for your references. While inquiries can play a part in assessing risk, they play only a minor part. More crucial factors for your credit score: how well you pay your bills on time, as well as your overall debt burden that shows up on your credit report. So, how many hard inquiries will affect your credit score? Hard versus soft inquiries. Now, you guys already know what hard inquiries is, I'm assuming, but if you're watching this video on a replay, a hard inquiry is basically when you apply for credit. Could be a credit card, mortgage, installment loan, whatever it is, charge card, and a company checks your credit. Okay, that's called a hard inquiry, or better known as a hard pull. Also, some bank accounts, when you open, can be a hard pull. Okay, like for me with Wells Fargo, when I opened my business account with Wells Fargo, they did a hard pull. When I opened my personal checking account, they did a hard pull. When I opened my business credit card with Wells Fargo, they also did a hard pull. So I ended up with almost 3 hard inquiries just from that one bank, which was unfortunate for me. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Ronald Anderson. Ronald is back, everyone, back in the house. Thank you for joining once again, Ronald. And Ronald says, hi, Lyndon and Janelle. Also, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Curtis Page. Curtis Page, welcome back, buddy. It's a pleasure. Curtis says, I bought a new car about 4 months ago. The dealerships pulled 11 hard inquiries, and I was approved for 2 credit cards in a 2-week period. With 13 hard inquiries, how long should I wait? Okay, and Curtis also says, should I wait to apply for any more credit? Okay, so they pulled 11 hard inquiries. Okay, and you got approved for two credit cards. So that's 13 hard inquiries. Okay, well, Curtis, my question to you is, with those dealerships, where they pulled the 11 hard inquiries on you, and that was within a 2 week period. Why was it not counted as one hard inquiry? I believe that's supposed to be counted as one. Okay, because for one, it was within a 2 week period. For two, it was an auto loan. Okay, anything dealing with auto loans, mortgages, and student loans, and you have multiple inquiries within a 14-day period, it should count as one inquiry and not multiple inquiries. Credit cards, however, are counted differently by these credit bureaus too, also as well. And how long should you wait, Curtis, to apply for any more credit? Well, basically that would depend on your credit score. Okay, if you're in an excellent credit category, according to FICO, if you have an 800 credit score or above, then you should be waiting about 3 months at least before you apply for a new credit. Okay, if you do not have an 800 credit score or above or excellent credit, and say you have either fair credit, good credit, or very good credit, or poor credit, then you should wait 6 months to a year, depending on your score. Okay, so I hope that answered your question pretty much there, Curtis. Hard inquiries typically happen when a lender or credit issuer checks your credit report while making a decision regarding lending. They usually take place when you apply for a loan, credit card, or mortgage. Furthermore, you typically need to authorize them. Okay, so that is sort of a lot of, if you're doing it online, they may ask you to type your name inside of a box, and that's considered a signature to them. So hard inquiries can lower your credit score by a couple of points and might remain on your credit report for 2 years. Okay, so they do remain for 2 years, guys. Okay, luckily, as time goes on, the damage to your credit score typically decreases or vanishes altogether, often even before the hard inquiry disappears from your report. A lot of people say that period is 1 year. Okay, after 1 year, the effects on your credit score goes away. Okay, from those hard inquiries. Inquiries are labeled as either soft or hard or soft. When you apply for credit, every hard inquiry can drop your credit score by a few points. However, when you shop around for auto, student, or mortgage loans, as I said before, in a short time frame, it leads to a single inquiry. Okay, it leads to one inquiry. Thus, this lessens the damage to your score from having several credit checks. Because, see, the credit bureaus know that some people, when they're going out shopping for vehicles, or you're shopping for a mortgage, or you're shopping for a student loan, a lot of times you want to compare interest rates and see which interest rates offer you the best deal. You want to check those terms and see which terms are more appealing to you and your situation and your financial abilities. So they do definitely understand that. On the other hand, your score won't be impacted by a soft inquiry. This type of inquiry can occur when you get a copy of your own credit report. You can check your own credit history as many times as you like. It won't impact your score. This is because you are not viewed as looking for new credit. Rather, you're demonstrating responsible credit management practices. Soft inquiries will also not appear for lenders who pull your credit history. Banks and other institutions, meanwhile, do see hard inquiries. A lender's inquiry usually means a consumer is taking on additional debt, which can result in extra credit risk and a lower credit score. For someone with a strong credit history, zero delinquencies, and so forth, an inquiry may have no effect on your score. For someone with late payments or other major credit issues, an inquiry can affect the score by a few points. So, again, it depends on what it's on your credit report too also as well. And not only is your score matter, but what also matters is what's on your credit report also, okay? So they're saying here, if you have negatives on your credit report, such as, collections, late payments, anything of that sort on your credit report, then hard inquiries will do a lot of damage to your credit score, okay? If you don't have a lot of that negative stuff on your credit reports, then it will not affect your credit report or credit score that much as if you did. Now here's where the question, how many hard inquiries will affect your score, comes in. Those hard inquiries can accumulate. A single hard inquiry has a minor impact on a credit score, but that impact multiplies with every extra inquiry. Thus, consumers must avoid applying for multiple new credit or loan accounts over a short window of time to help ensure that they don't appear desperate for credit to lenders. How many hard inquiries will affect your credit score? Even if inquiries cause a 1-point change in your score, they'll be listed as a factor that affects your score. To avoid credit score damage from multiple hard inquiries over a short time, scoring models recognize that borrowers often shop around for the best loans. So they're talking about the credit bureaus now, okay? Seeking a mortgage, auto, or student loan may cause several lenders to request your credit report despite the fact you are only looking for one loan. Inquiries for mortgage loan and auto loan purposes in a certain period of time, usually 14 days, counted as a single inquiry by most scoring systems. For that purpose, a limit to inquiries does not exist. So they're saying there's no limit to inquiries that you can have within that 14-day period if you're looking or shopping around for a mortgage loan, auto loan, or a student loan too also as well. Well, they're talking about specifically mortgage loans and auto loans, okay? There's no limit to the inquiries that you can accumulate there. Curtis Page says, I have 647 score as of today. I feel I should wait at least 12 months. Thanks for answering my questions. Curtis, you are correct. You should be waiting at least 12 months, okay? Especially when you just got a new car and you had 13 hard inquiries in 14 days. You definitely should be waiting at least, I would say at least 12 months. Give it some time. Give those 13 inquiries or whatever that is on your credit report, which I don't know why they didn't count all 11 of those auto loan inquiries as one single one, but they should have. But anyways, you should wait at least 12 months till those hard inquiries stop affecting your credit score, okay? And then after that 1 year period, I believe your score should rebound and recover from the damage done to it from those hard inquiries, and your credit score should go up a lot. I mean, with 13 inquiries, your credit score should skyrocket by that time, or should start. You should see your credit score going up, improving over that 1 year period of time from the time you got the hard inquiries until a year from that date, okay? And also, that's the reason why I'm predicting that I will have an 800 credit score by January, because as of now, my credit score is 746 on Experian, and I have 28 hard inquiries. So by January, all except 4 hard inquiries would be over 1 year old. So that's why I'm predicting I should have an 800 credit score by January. Okay. While auto, mortgage, and student loan applications over a short period of time is treated as one single inquiry, that is not the case for credit cards. So credit cards are in a totally different bracket all by themselves, different category totally, okay? They don't fall under the same rules as the auto, mortgage, and student loans do. So therefore, every new credit card inquiry can perhaps hurt your score, although it's by less than 5 points each for the most part. Don't randomly apply for new credit cards. Rather, when credit card shopping, do your homework. compare rates, terms, and features offered by lenders. Then only apply for the cards that best meet your personal needs. So let's go back to what I was saying to you guys before. Know what your goals are. Know the reason why you're trying to build credit. Okay. So that way you can work toward that goal. Okay. And all of your actions, all of your credit card applications, all of your new credit accounts that you open will be walking you in that direction and bringing you closer to that goal. Okay. But it all starts with developing a goal. What is your goal for building credit? Are you trying to buy a house? You're trying to travel the world for free? You're trying to get cash back? You're not really trying to travel the world for free that much, but you want to get cash back? What is your goal? Are you trying to open a business? You need funding? You need to know what your goal is so that way you can make steps towards getting there. Okay? Credit inquiries generally won't prevent you from borrowing. As long as your report displays a clean record of timely payments, low debt levels, and is free from damaging errors, don't worry about having your credit checked once in a while. Okay. Need to know more about hard inquiries. How many hard inquiries will affect your score? Let them know. Okay, so that's the end of that article there. It's coming from GoCleanCredit.com. Title of the article is How Many Hard Inquiries Will Affect Your Credit Score. So we have kind of like 3 different perspectives there coming from GoCleanCredit.com, also Discover.com, and also NerdWallet.com, and also FICO too also as well. And all of them pretty much agree, guys, that 6 or more hard inquiries within a short period of time sends a red flag out to these lenders. Okay, the red flag is sending to the lenders is the lenders are thinking in their minds that you're going to default on a loan or possibly go into bankruptcy too also as well. So you definitely want to try to limit your credit card applications. So the answer to the question of this live stream, how many hard inquiries is too many? 7 hard inquiries is too many, guys. Okay, anything 6 or more. Okay, I would say 6 or more is the answer to the question of our topic of today's live stream, guys. And I thank you so much, guys, for watching too also as well. Right now we have 8 people with us here in the live stream, and definitely, guys, hit the thumbs up button. It helps YouTube to promote the video and the channel better too also as well. And thank you so much again to all of the people who have contributed today in today's live stream by raising questions, making comments too also as well. And guys, if you have any suggestions on how we can improve our channel, how we can improve our videos and live streams, definitely leave some suggestions for us inside of the comments, or you can shoot me an email. My email address should be up on the screen. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom here of this stream too also as well. Definitely hit me up in my email. Let me know, what you think about this live stream or any other live streams that you've seen too also as well. I mean, it's good to hit the thumbs up button too also as well, but definitely to get comments from you guys and suggestions. It definitely helps our channel to go even more further too also as well. So guys, our regular scheduled live stream is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. This is just a sporadic live stream. I hope you guys have not received notifications late or too late, but I'm glad that you guys have all been able to make it here for this live stream too also as well. So the links to join our Facebook credit group, follow me on the social media networks, they're all here up on the screen. It should be up on your screen. You should be able to see them. If you can see them clearly, just type the number 1 inside of the comments and let me know too also as well. So, guys, I definitely want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining this evening. And we try to wrap it up as soon as we can. We could, by making it a live stream as short as possible, short and sweet for you guys. Because I do have to work tomorrow too, also as well. And I'm sure maybe some of you have to work tomorrow also. So I do want to say a special thank you to all of the people. And first and foremost, I want to say a special thank you to Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor, thank you so much for joining us in another live stream. It's truly a pleasure. Thank you for coming. Also, I want to say a special thank you to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining here in our live stream. It's really a pleasure. I hope you're enjoying yourself over there in Los Angeles there. And also, what'd you say, Janelle?
Crazy Los Angeles.
Janelle says crazy Los Angeles. I never been there, but Janelle's from California, so she probably know more about Los Angeles than I do. I'm from New York, born and raised.
Don't ask me no question about it.
Bodyguard 856, special thank you. Thank you so much, Bodyguard, for joining us once again. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you also for Ronald Anderson. Thank you, Ronald, for joining us in another live stream. We really appreciate you too also as well. We appreciate you for the fact that, sometimes you're on the road, Ronald. You're working and you're still, coming to our live streams. We really appreciate that. Ronald Anderson types the number 1 inside of the comments. Thank you so much, Ronald. I'm glad, Ronald, that you're able to see all of those links there on the screen, to the social media, to the Facebook group, to my email there. And also, I was not able to put up our Facebook page on the screen for you guys, but I will see about what I can do to add that up there so you guys can, anyone that's watching these live streams, whether it's on a replay, they can be able to access it too also as well. But our Facebook page is called How to Get an 800 Credit Score. It's the same name as this channel. So, guys, go ahead and go over there. The link is in the bottom of the About section of this channel. You can click on that and like the page, okay? And also want to say a special thank you to Curtis Page. Curtis Page, thank you so much for joining us once again in another live stream too also as well. And thank you so much for typing the number 1 inside the comments, Curtis. And thank you, Ronald, for typing the number 1 too also as well. So I'm glad you guys can see the links here on the screen clearly, because when I was putting this all together, guys, as far as the setup, is concerned, I really wasn't sure what size I should make these letters, these links, and that I kind of messed around with a lot of different sizes to try to figure out, what would be the appropriate size or what would be the right size for it too also as well. And it's hard to tell from looking at my cell phone, even though I put it on my flat screen TV. Looks like I could pretty much see it there well on the flat screen TV, but I wasn't sure how you guys would be able to see it on your cell phone. So I just wanted to make sure I have that, up and right for you guys too also as well. Ronald Anderson says, I'm on the road right now. Okay, awesome, Ronald. Well, be careful out there, as we always tell you every time, Ronald. Be careful out there. Know you're on the road. If you're having any bad weather out there, definitely drive according to your road conditions and your weather too also as well.
That's 2 words for him. Be safe.
And Janelle says she has 2 words for you, Ronald. Be safe. And everyone out there, you guys be safe. Have a happy and a very safe weekend as you starting tomorrow, or if you started your weekend already off tonight. Enjoy your weekend. Hope you do something fun and exciting too also as well. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. But for now,